This is Kim, and for my reverse engineering project, I'm going to take apart a standard Stanley Bostitch pencil sharpener. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the receptacle here that holds the shavings. And then after that, I'm going to turn it over to the back where you can find the screws, and I'm going to remove the screws. Now, I decided to attempt to create, take apart a pencil sharpener because the ones in my classroom are constantly falling apart, and I thought if I could figure out a way to fix them, then we could talk about it in class. So I'm taking apart the first set of screws, and I'm noticing that they're quite large, so I'm assuming that they go from one end of the pencil sharpener to the other. Now I'm moving into the other side where there's really, really small screws, and I'm taking those out. These are a bit smaller, and there's two of those. Okay, and now that I have those four, I'm going to remove the bottom piece of the pencil sharpener. And when I do so, I find the batteries have just fallen out. And if I take a look, I can see that the batteries have actually come out of this reservoir section here. And you can see where they would actually fit into place in this section here. And let's see, if I move it over to this side, I can see that this is the sharpening mechanism that you would find in a standard pencil sharpener that would rotate around. And then I'm looking at this piece over here, which kind of gives me a chuckle because this little piece here, if I pull this out and remove it from there, this to me reminds me of a simple servo that we actually use in my engineering class. Below that, it's the leads, and the leads attach, it looks like, I'm afraid to take this apart because I don't know if there's another set of screws. These are not removable screws right here, so if I took it apart, I would actually break the pencil sharpener, and I don't think my kids would be very happy with me if I broke our pencil sharpener. But the leads actually go into the sides inside here, and they run along here inside, and then they attach over here. So if I was to bring this back together, I would imagine that this would, I have it the opposite way. I would imagine that this would be the connections to the batteries, which would force the power. The only thing that I don't notice is how the actual, there it is. If you look on this side, you can see that there's a tiny little switch on the inside of the pencil sharpener, and that switch in here is what the pencil sharpener uses to turn it on and off when a pencil is actually placed inside of it. If I place my screwdriver in there, you can see how it moves up and down. Let me move my hand up and down inside to allow the pencil sharpener to turn on through the power, using the rotor to turn in with the rotor force would then again move this around to get the pencils to sharpen. And that is my reverse engineering project, which I think is pretty cool. Thanks for watching.